On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
Shouldn't. I don't agree with everything she was saying, but I can chew the meat and spit the bones and understand what she's giving her personal preference, what she's entitled to, and what she's making a valid point. And for the most part, everything that she was saying, she was spot on.
It's Courtney, Michelle.
Yeah. So I have to agree with Rilla. So, I mean, for the most part, I do agree. I think that I think women are now in a phase where we want to be like men. And I'll be honest with you, as far as even working, I mean, I prefer a male boss. I like more logic when it comes to leadership instead of emotion. Matter of fact, I prefer talking to men more than women because sometimes it's all over the place. So, I mean, it is what it is. When I see a police officer, I want a man protecting me, period.
Oh, okay. I thought you said like you're not married and that was like the biggest thing.
No.
Okay. Okay. Thanks for clarifying. Cool.
I said what I said. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get it, you're not gonna get it.
That's what you said, though.
No,
you literally said that's not the biggest thing, and then you went on and you said,
Kayla,
you're not married.
Right now,
people aren't married.
Right now. I understand your standpoint, right? But again, this is another calling for conversation. I said what I said, and I meant what I said, and people can take it the way they want. You can pull up stats or whatever, but the truth of the matter is, whether you're single or you're living your life or you're trying to be with somebody, the job of us being and building families as a community isn't happening.
Women don't know how to handle power. So shout out to this young lady. She was the one that inspired this conversation. I think she made some valid points. Did you guys see that video? Okay. I got an email from her. And she wanted me to share this with you guys. Women today need to get back in a woman's place, especially Black women. 98.99999% of women act like wild animals, and it has gotten them nowhere. It's embarrassing. Every time I see a woman in with those curtain eyelashes and claw-like nails, I think, oh, another one. Her angry mom probably chased her dad away. I bet she hates men now too. It's sad. I hate it for our culture. Black women have single-handedly destroyed the Black family. I'm just the first to admit it. And for the ladies that think I'm spouting nonsense, I have a Harvard degree. Checkmate. Thank you so much.
How do you have
ribbons?
How does she have a Harvard degree, but she said single-handed instead of single-handedly? We got to do better when we talk about we have a Harvard degree. That's not a good representation of the school.
But I'm pretty sure she wasn't writing a dissertation. She was just writing a little Instagram.
Yeah, which means it should have been easy to check.
Oh,
you've never messed up on spelling something?
I'm just saying, if you're going to go with I'm a Harvard graduate at the end, we should at least proofread the shit that we're sending out. Don't try to help her. Don't try to save it.
I haven't even gotten into the conversation yet.
Let's move on. I just have to point that out.
But is her typo deflecting from the point of what she's saying?
I'm making that point. That's the point that I'm making. And it's funny and it's interesting.
Well, I do agree with the statement. She's not lying. I agree with it. I agree with what she's saying.
Hey, Howard. I mean, Miss Toya, which one is a better college, Harvard or Howard?
So you're trying to save her? You're trying to save her?
I didn't want to know.
He's trying to save her. He's trying to save her so that I look whatever. Ooh, like instead of like, okay, we should probably proofread our shit if we're gonna put we're Harvard.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into this video. Women don't know how to handle power, and this is from her herself. So it's 8 minutes long. It's some parts that I can skip around, but I'm gonna play it in maybe like 2 minute and 30 increments. We get through it. Yeah, stop and pause.
I'm literally gonna say this as nicely as I can. If you are a woman and you are saying that you have a dream job, you are a special type of stupid. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I don't dream of working. I don't dream of having a job. And you know what? It used to be a point in time where women didn't have to work. All they had to do was do their husband's laundry and make him dinner and have sex with him every once in a while, and they didn't have to work. But now, guess what? Women do have to work. And that's the problem with this society right now. But you know what? I'm going to add my little 2 cents to it. And here we go. Management positions are for men. Women should not be in management positions because women do not know how to handle power. As if this is a big shocker. Men were created to be in positions of power. Men were created to lead. Women were created to follow. Men are smarter than women. Men are stronger than women. Why is this such a big shocker in today's day and age? Every time I look on TV, women have been upgraded to all of these new fancy positions. You got women out here, they want to be captains of ships. They want to be police officers and firefighters. That's so stupid. If I'm ever in need of some sort of help, do not send a female police officer to my door. Do not come to my house. If you are a female firefighter, do not come to my house. Period. And I'm on record saying that every time I see a woman in a position of authority, I think 2 things. She's in over her head and she doesn't know what she's doing. And why would I want a female firefighter or a female police officer showing up to my house? Everything y'all do, y'all need a man for backup. Might as well just send the man. Didn't nobody tell y'all to apply for these jobs? You know that stuff is too heavy for you guys to lug up all of those stairs. Why would I have a woman try to defend me on my behalf? If I call the police, if I call 911, I want the biggest, strongest man on the police force to come to my door. I don't want some woman. Do not send a woman to my house. I don't care if she's 6 feet tall. Stay where you are. Literally, the only thing a female police officer can do is to point me to a male police officer. And you hear people talking about, oh, women are so strong. Women can do anything. Women can do everything. Women can't do jack squat without men. If you ask people to list off what is the one thing, what's the strongest and the toughest thing that women do? Bear children. That's the number 1 thing they'll tell you, bear children. Guess what?
All right. We're going through a little bit of it.
Hold on,
hold on, Elijah. I already know you want to get in there, so I'm just, I know. But before you do, let me get Rilla in here. I know he's been sitting patient when they kind of get us immediate thoughts, and then we'll do like man, woman. Go ahead, Rilla.
I don't. You know, she's not off. You know, obviously she got valid points in there. I think, you know, obviously we see successful women like Fawn Weaver and Melody Hobson, who I talk about a lot on this show, in their roles, excelling and thriving. But again, it goes back to purpose. It's one of the things, you know, Courtney has spoke on multiple times about women being in their purpose and what are they primarily created to do. You know, Ricky talks about all the time how out of whack we are. Everything is out of alignment. Everything is out of alignment, including our women. And that shouldn't be a big shocker. Like the lady was saying, it shouldn't. It should not be a big shocker. Shouldn't. I don't agree with everything she was saying, but I can chew the meat and spit the bones and understand what she's giving her personal preference, what she's entitled to, and what she's making a valid point. And for the most part, everything that she was saying, she was spot on.
It's Courtney, Michelle.
Yeah. So I have to agree with Rilla. So, I mean, for the most part, I do agree. I think that I think women are now in a phase where we want to be like men. And I'll be honest with you, as far as even working, I mean, I prefer a male boss. I like more logic when it comes to leadership instead of emotion. Matter of fact, I prefer talking to men more than women because sometimes it's all over the place. So, I mean, it is what it is. When I see a police officer, I want a man protecting me, period.